Suddenly, what was once just a simple appearance became a possible prelude to heartbreak. While some media tried to downplay the situation, calling it a personal fashion-related event, others began digging. Who organized the outing? Why was there no security detail matching BTS's usual standards? Why was no official BTS logo in sight? Not on his clothing, his vehicle, nor even his accessories. Even more telling, why did HYB allow this? Or did they even know? Behind closed doors. Tension within the agency? Insiders who claim to be close to the situation have dropped chilling whispers on Korean forums like the KUA and DC Inside. Allegedly, there have been mounting creative disagreements between Taehyung and the internal BTS management division of HYB. While the company has remained publicly silent, anonymous posts suggest that this unauthorized appearance may have been Taehyung's way of forcing the agency's hand, or exposing internal fractures. One post, now deleted but screenshot thousands of times, claimed, "View is told to wait until the group statement." He didn't. He made his own. If true, this would confirm the fears armies have only whispered about until now, that there may be growing distance not just emotionally, but structurally between Taehyung and the rest of the BTS ecosystem. And if Taehyung is already acting independently, what does that mean for the group's reunion? Was the promise, "We'll return as 7" just a PR line to buy time? Social media turns into a war zone. OT7 versus solo fans. As the story unfolded in real time, armies around the globe began to clash. Online, on TikTok, Twitter, X, and YouTube live streams, hashtags like #TrustTaehyung, #OT7Forever, and #TheGoingSolo began trending simultaneously, reflecting the emotional civil war erupting inside one of the world's most unified fandoms. Some fans declared Taehyung their only loyalty, vowing to support whatever he does. Others begged for unity, warning that the very fabric of BTS, their bond, is what gave them meaning in the first place. The comments ranged from protective, "He deserves freedom," "He's given 10 years of his youth to BTS, let him breathe," to desperate, "If Taehyung walks away now, then what was the point of us waiting all this time?" to furious, "This is betrayal. Plain and simple. He broke the promise. He broke us." The fandom is bleeding, torn between individual admiration and collective identity, and still, no word from Taehyung. No post. No clarification. Nothing, just silence. And that silence is growing louder with every passing hour. Flashback to 2022, when the promise was first made. Let's rewind to that fateful festa dinner in 2022, a night now frozen in the memories of every BTS fan. 7 men sat around a table, eating, laughing, and suddenly announcing their hiatus. But amidst the heartbreak, there was one line that comforted fans more than anything. "We will return as 7. It was repeated in different languages. It was printed on merchandise. It was engraved in hearts. And most importantly, it became the reason millions waited, loyally, patiently, and with unwavering hope. But as the months passed, something shifted. First, the distance. Then, the silence. Then, today, a solo appearance, unsanctioned and unexplained. If that promise was real, why break it now? Unless it was broken long before today, and we just didn't know. An unexpected absence. Jungkook's silence speaks volumes. What caught even more attention than Taehyung's appearance was someone else's absence. Jungkook, the member most closely associated with Taehyung in recent years, has not commented. Not even a reaction emoji. Not a like. Not a post. This is the same Jungkook who once called Taehyung my soulmate during a concert in London. The same Jungkook who used to flood Instagram with V-Live moments, shared dinners, inside jokes, late-night karaoke sessions with Taehyung. Where is he now? Some fans began circulating a theory that the two had a falling out earlier this year, after an unreleased behind-the-scenes clip from an ad campaign revealed a visible coldness between them. Others deny it, insisting the silence is merely protective, part of a bigger plan. But the truth is, no one knows. And maybe that's what hurts the most. The fashion clue. Was his outfit a message? If there's one thing Taehyung understands, it's visual language. Fans have long known he uses fashion not just for aesthetics, but for storytelling. So when he appeared in an all-black ensemble with no visible BTS branding, no symbolic jewelry, and a scarf that many say resembles a past solo teaser, theories exploded. Was this him announcing a new era? Was the absence of OT7 signals intentional? Even more telling, the bracelet. Once worn daily, a custom-made band symbolizing BTS's unity was missing. Fans noticed immediately. It's gone, someone posted within seconds. He always wore it. Always. What does it mean when the symbol of togetherness disappears and no one addresses it? Psychological impact. How much can one fandom take? ARMYs are known for their resilience. They've stood through scandals, controversies, anti-fan attacks, and industry sabotage. But this is different. This isn't the world attacking BTS. This feels like a fracture from within. Mental health forums for fans have seen a spike in activity today. Fans speak openly about feeling betrayed, abandoned, or worse, fooled. Many dedicated ARMYs say they have built their identities around BTS's message of unity, love, and togetherness. What happens when that foundation cracks? Is it fair to expect idols to carry the weight of such expectations forever? Or is this the harsh reality of fandom in the 21st century, that no promise can be truly permanent? What if this was always inevitable? Could it be that we, the public, the fans, the media, simply romanticized the BTS bond beyond what was realistic? 7 men, different personalities, different dreams, 10 years of shared struggle. Could they really have remained as one forever? Some experts suggest this was always going to happen, that the end of innocence moment would come, whether through solo projects, military time, or personal growth. That Taehyung stepping out today was just the first visible crack in a structure long strained by time and pressure. If so, who's next? Will Jimin go solo next? Will RM publish something that hints at emotional fatigue? Will Jin, upon discharge, speak a truth no one's ready for? And most hauntingly, are we witnessing the beginning of the end? Or just the start of a new chapter that no one dared to write? Was this a simple stroll through the city, or a warning bell for the future of BTS? Just 24 minutes ago, the world stopped breathing for a moment as Kim Taehyung, known globally as V of BTS, made an unannounced public appearance. Cameras clicked, ARMY screamed, and yet one question echoed louder than any fan chant. Why now? Why did Taehyung break the silence and appear without any prior notice, and without a single mention of BTS? Could this be the unraveling of a promise once etched into the hearts of millions? The shock isn't about what he wore or where he went. It's about what his presence represented. No HYB statement, no coordinated media release, no sign of the other members. Just Taehyung alone in the open, and for the first time, the air around him didn't feel like BTS. It felt like something else, something more fractured, something more final. The moment that changed the narrative, it was supposed to be a quiet day. No scheduled comeback, no military discharge, no official BTS activity. But then the images began to surface. First on Twitter, then weverse, then TikTok. Within minutes, Taehyung is back was trending globally. Yet the tone wasn't celebratory, it was panicked, confused, suspicious. What fans saw wasn't the joyful reunion they had longed for. It was Taehyung stepping out of a black car alone, surrounded by minimal staff, heading into what appeared to be a fashion shoot. The brand? Unconfirmed. The company? Silent. The expression on his face? Calm. Unreadable, but not joyful. Not like before. Unspoken agreements and the unbreakable bond. Broken. For years, BTS has promised unity. We will return as 7. That line, repeated countless times across press conferences, live streams, and handwritten letters, had become the emotional pillar that held ARMY together through enlistments, solo projects, and long silences. But today, for the first time, that promise feels cracked. Taehyung's appearance wasn't coordinated. Sources close to HYB confirmed they were not involved in the scheduling of this outing. It was personal, independent, unexpected. Does this mean the promise is void? Is Taehyung signaling that his path is now separate from the 6 others? Or worse, Has the reunion plan quietly fallen apart, with only Taehyung brave enough to admit it through action? Public reaction. Elation meets unease, armies line the streets within minutes. Some burst into tears at the sight of their idol. Others raised smartphones with trembling hands. Yet the joy was mixed with something unfamiliar: doubt. For every scream of excitement, there was a whispered, "Where's Jungkook?" For every heart emoji, a comment asking, "Why didn't he post on weverse?" There was no group interaction, no cryptic OT7 reference, no trace of the usual brotherhood energy that fans rely on for emotional security. Instead, fans saw a man walking alone, dignified yet distant, as if carrying a truth no one else dared to speak. Behind the scenes, what really led to this appearance? Taehyung has always been known for his spontaneity, his artistic freedom, his desire to express beyond boundaries. But even his most impulsive moments have historically aligned with BTS's brand and strategy. This time, however, the break is undeniable. Rumors began swirling that the event had been planned entirely by Taehyung's personal team, a newly formed management circle that operates outside the traditional BTS ecosystem. Whispers of contract renegotiations, internal creative disputes, and even philosophical differences about the future of the group have begun to surface. Could this appearance be the first visual proof that Taehyung is asserting independence in a way that might challenge the future of BTS? And if so, what does that mean for the reunion fans have been promised in 2026? Emotional fallout. Armies torn between loyalty and fear. Social media is now split. Some fans have declared unwavering support for Taehyung's decision, praising his courage and individualism. Others are devastated, accusing him of breaking a sacred bond. The emotional weight is immense. "I waited for OT7, wrote one fan on X, formerly Twitter. But if Taehyung's moving on, am I supposed to let go too? Thousands echo the same sentiment. They're not angry, they're heartbroken, because if Taehyung is ready to stand alone, does that mean the era of BTS as we knew it is truly over? And if he's willing to make such a bold move without warning, is he trying to tell us something that the company can't? Signs we all missed? Looking back at the clues, in hindsight, the clues were always there. During his last live stream, Taehyung seemed thoughtful, even somber. He avoided direct questions about BTS's reunion, shifting topics with carefully rehearsed vagueness. When asked about Jungkook, he smiled, but didn't elaborate. When prompted to mention RM's recent writings, he nodded, then changed the subject. And there's the elephant in the room: the recent lack of interaction between members on social media. For a group built on the power of togetherness, the silence has been deafening. Has the group grown apart more than they're letting on? Or is this all part of a plan we simply weren't supposed to see yet? Industry response: shock, speculation, and silence. Major Korean news outlets picked up the story within the hour. Some praised Taehyung for his bravery. Others questioned the strategic implications of his appearance. A few brave headlines dared to ask, as Taehyung left BTS emotionally, even if not contractually, HYB's official channels remain eerily quiet. No press release, no clarification, no assurance, and that silence, louder than any scandal, is what's truly worrying. So what now? Is this the beginning or the end? As fans replay the clips over and over, trying to decipher the meaning behind every blink and gesture, the truth remains maddeningly elusive. Was this a signal of freedom? A rebellious act of independence? Or the beginning of the next BTS chapter? One that no longer includes all 7 members. Is Taehyung trying to protect the group by distancing himself? Or is he saving himself from something the rest of us haven't yet seen? And if this was the first step toward a solo future, is it too late to turn back? In less than an hour after the first fan-taken photos went viral, major entertainment media across South Korea, Japan, the US, and Europe began issuing emergency reports. But the headlines were anything but comforting. Taehyung steps out alone. Where are the rest of BTS? Unscheduled public appearance sparks OT7 concerns, and perhaps the most provocative of them all, is this Taehyung's silent goodbye?